Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are diving into the incredible story of one of the most famous and widely used coins in history, the Washington quarter, a coin that millions of people handle every single day without realizing that some of these quarters can actually be worth a surprising amount of money. And the journey of this iconic coin begins in 1932 when the United States Mint introduced it to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the birth of George Washington, replacing the standing Liberty quarter and marking a major shift in American coin design. And the obverse of the coin features a strong and detailed portrait of George Washington created by the talented sculptor John Flanagan, whose design was inspired by a famous bust created by Jean-Antoine Houdon, giving the coin a realistic and timeless appearance that has remained largely unchanged for decades, while the reverse originally displayed a powerful eagle holding arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. And when these coins were first produced, they were made from 90% silver and 10% copper, which gave them intrinsic value and made them highly desirable even beyond their face value. And today collectors are especially interested in Washington quarters minted between 1932 and 1964 because of their silver content. And over the years, the coin has been produced at several major facilities, including the historic Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, each contributing to the massive production of quarters needed to support the growing economy of the United States. And these mint facilities placed small identifying letters known as mint marks on the coins, which today play a crucial role in determining rarity and value, because certain mint and year combinations were produced in much smaller quantities, making them highly sought after by collectors. And one of the most important years in the series is 1932, especially the 1932 D and 1932 S quarters, which are considered key dates due to their low mintage and high demand, and these coins can be worth a significant amount depending on their condition. And beyond key dates, the Washington quarter series is also known for its mint errors, including double dies where the design appears duplicated, off-center strikes where the coin is misaligned, and coins struck on incorrect planchets, all of which can greatly increase the value of a coin. And in 1965 the composition of the Washington quarter changed when the United States Mint removed silver due to rising metal prices and introduced a copper-nickel-clad composition, marking the end of the silver era and the beginning of modern coinage. And despite this change, the Washington quarter continued to remain popular, and its popularity reached new heights in 1999 with the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program, which introduced unique reverse designs for each state and inspired millions of people to start collecting coins, turning everyday pocket change into a nationwide treasure hunt. And today the Washington quarter continues to evolve with new designs and commemorative issues while still honoring the legacy of George Washington, making it not just a coin but a piece of living history that connects generations and offers endless opportunities for discovery. Because the next time you check your pocket or coin jar, you might just find a quarter that is worth far more than 25 cents, proving that even the most common coins can hold extraordinary hidden value. As the story of the Washington quarter continues to unfold, it becomes even more fascinating when we explore how this coin adapted to changing times and remained a vital part of everyday life in the United States. Because after its introduction in 1932 to honor George Washington, the coin quickly became one of the most widely used denominations in circulation, passing through countless hands in stores, markets, and daily transactions. Yet while most people treated it as ordinary money, collectors began to notice the subtle differences that could make certain coins far more valuable than others, such as variations in mint marks, strike quality, and overall condition. And the timeless design created by John Flanagan proved to be both durable and visually appealing, allowing the coin to maintain its sharp details even after years of use, which is one of the reasons it remained largely unchanged for decades. And during its early years, the Washington quarter was struck in a composition of 90% silver, giving it both beauty and intrinsic value. And this silver content would later become extremely important during the 1960s when rising silver prices led the United States Mint to remove silver from circulating coins in 1965, replacing it with a copper-nickel-clad composition, a decision that marked a major turning point in American coinage history. And because of this transition, all Washington quarters minted before 1965 are now considered silver coins and are highly sought after by collectors, even in worn condition. And throughout its long production history, the coin has been minted at major facilities including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, each contributing to the massive supply of quarters needed for a growing economy. And these mints used small identifying letters known as mint marks, which today are essential for determining rarity and value, because certain combinations of year and mint location resulted in lower production numbers, creating key dates that collectors are always searching for. And over time the Washington quarter became more than just a coin. It became a historical record that reflects changes in the economy, technology, and society. And for collectors this makes the series incredibly rewarding, because every coin has the potential to tell a unique story. And sometimes that story can lead to the discovery of a rare and valuable piece hidden in plain sight, reminding us that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary significance when we take the time to look a little closer. As we move deeper into the collecting side of the Washington Quarter, this is where the real excitement begins for collectors and treasure hunters, because understanding rarity is the key to discovering coins that are actually worth money, and even though billions of Washington quarters have been produced by the United States Mint, only a small percentage are considered valuable due to low mintage, historical importance, and exceptional condition, and everything starts with the first year of issue in 1932 when the coin was introduced to honor George Washington, and during that year the coin was struck at different minting facilities including the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, but the number of coins produced at each location varied significantly, which led to the creation of some of the most important key dates in the entire series, especially the famous 1932 D and 1932 S Washington quarters, which were produced in much lower quantities compared to the Philadelphia issue, making them extremely rare and highly desirable among collectors today, and finding these coins in high-grade condition is even more difficult because most of them were heavily circulated over time, which means that well-preserved examples can command very high prices at auctions, and beyond these key dates collectors also focus heavily on the silver era of the Washington Quarter, which includes coins minted between 1932 and 1964, all struck in a composition of 90% silver, giving them intrinsic value that continues to rise with the price of silver, and this makes even common-date coins from this period worth more than their face value, especially when they are found in uncirculated condition with strong luster and sharp details. And in addition to mintage and silver content, the condition of a coin plays a major role in determining its value, because coins that have been preserved in higher grades can be significantly more valuable than worn examples, and collectors rely on grading systems to evaluate factors such as surface preservation, strike quality, and overall eye appeal, and sometimes a small difference in grade can result in a huge difference in value, which is why serious collectors pay close attention to these details when examining their coins, and this combination of rarity, silver content, and condition is what makes the Washington Quarter series so exciting, because it offers countless opportunities for discovery, and with the right knowledge and a careful eye, even a simple quarter can turn into a valuable piece of history hiding in plain sight. As we continue exploring the deeper and more advanced side of the Washington Quarter, this is where collectors truly unlock the hidden treasures within the series, because beyond key dates and silver content lies a fascinating world of mint errors and rare varieties that can dramatically increase the value of a coin, and these errors occur during the production process at the United States Mint, where coins are struck under intense pressure and high-speed conditions, and even the smallest mistake in die preparation or alignment can result in a coin that is completely unique, making it highly desirable among collectors who are always searching for rare and unusual pieces, and one of the most popular types of errors found in Washington quarters is the double die variety, where elements of the design such as the lettering or the profile of George Washington appear duplicated due to a misalignment during the die creation process, and these coins are especially valuable because the doubling is part of the original strike and cannot be altered after the coin is minted. And another fascinating category includes off-center strikes, where the coin is not properly aligned during the striking process, resulting in a portion of the design being shifted or missing, and the more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes due to its unusual and eye-catching appearance. And collectors also look for coins struck on incorrect planchets, which occur when a quarter design is accidentally struck on a blank intended for another denomination, creating a rare and visually striking error that stands out immediately. And these types of minting mistakes highlight the complexity of coin production at facilities such as the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, where precision is essential but small variations can still occur. And in addition to errors, the condition of a coin remains one of the most important factors in determining its value, because coins that have been preserved in uncirculated condition with full original luster and sharp details are far more desirable than those that have been worn through years of circulation, and collectors often rely on professional grading systems to evaluate these factors, and even a slight difference in grade can result in a significant difference in value, especially for rare dates and error coins, and when rarity, condition, and a unique minting error come together in a single coin, the result can be a truly exceptional collectible that represents both a piece of history and a valuable asset, proving that even a simple 25-cent coin can hold incredible hidden value for those who know exactly what to look for. As we move into the modern era of the Washington Quarter, the story becomes even more exciting as this historic coin evolves beyond its original purpose and becomes a cultural icon within the United States, because after decades of maintaining the classic eagle reverse design, The United States Mint introduced a groundbreaking transformation in 1999 with the launch of the famous 50-state quarters program, a revolutionary initiative that completely changed the way people viewed and collected coins, and instead of seeing the same reverse design every time, Americans were introduced to a series of unique and beautifully crafted designs representing each of the 50 states, turning the Washington Quarter into a dynamic storytelling platform that celebrated the nation's history, culture, and identity, and this innovation sparked one of the largest coin-collecting movements in modern history, as millions of people began searching their pocket change to complete full sets of all 50 designs, making coin collecting more accessible and exciting than ever before, and the program also served as an educational tool, allowing people to learn about different states, landmarks, and historical events through everyday currency, and following the massive success of the state quarters. The United States Mint expanded the concept with additional programs such as the District of Columbia and U.S. Territories Quarters and the America the Beautiful series, which highlighted national parks and historic sites across the country, further strengthening the Washington Quarter's role as both a collectible item and a cultural symbol. And throughout all of these changes, the obverse portrait of George Washington remained a constant feature, providing continuity and preserving the coin's historical identity. And today, collectors continue to search for rare Washington quarters not only from the early silver era but also from modern releases, because even recent coins can become valuable due to low mintage, unique designs, or minting errors, and this ongoing evolution proves that the Washington Quarter is not just a coin of the past but a living part of history that continues to inspire curiosity, discovery, and excitement among collectors around the world. As the incredible journey of the Washington Quarter comes to its final chapter, it stands as one of the most recognizable and widely collected coins ever produced in the United States, because what began in 1932 as a tribute to George Washington has grown into a powerful symbol of history, culture, and hidden value. And over the decades, the coin has been continuously produced by the United States Mint at major facilities such as the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint, ensuring its place in both circulation and collector markets. Yet despite billions of quarters being minted, only a small percentage are considered truly valuable, and this is what makes coin collecting so exciting, because the possibility always exists that a simple coin in your pocket could be worth far more than its face value, and whether it is a rare 1932 D or 1932 S quarter, a silver coin minted before 1965, or a unique mint error such as a double die or off-center strike, each piece tells its own story and offers its own opportunity for discovery. And the success of the 50-state quarters program proved that even modern coins can capture the imagination of millions, turning everyday change into a nationwide treasure hunt and inspiring a new generation of collectors to look more closely at the coins they use every day. And today, the Washington Quarter continues to evolve while maintaining its connection to the legacy of George Washington, making it a living piece of history that bridges the past and the present. And for collectors and beginners alike, this series offers the perfect combination of accessibility, history, and potential value, reminding us that sometimes the greatest treasures are hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting to be discovered by those who take the time to look closely. And thanks for watching.